Look at all this iron down here, huh? Look at this. Amazing the way I grew up. What I see today. Lambo right there. Looks like a Wraith. Is that a Wraith or a, no? That's that new one. The Dart. I don't know the name of it. Look at this. It's amazing, man. There's another one right there. That's a damn Phantom. That's 600 grand. Another one of those, the new models. It starts with a D, I think. Duster. I don't know. Hey, so why am I showing you all these cars? Look at this little 911 right over there. 968, whatever that is. I'm showing you this because, man, I didn't grow up around this stuff. Morning. Never even, like, I knew one day I wanted to have financial security. I didn't even know people live like this, okay? It's ridiculous that it's even possible. So here's the deal, okay? I'm here today to tell you, show you this, because when I was a kid, nobody did. Turn these lights off in the ceiling, because that's just obnoxious. That in the daytime is just ridiculous. Come on, it's just too much, don't you think? So look, when I grew up in Lake Charles, Louisiana, a little small town, Louisiana. It was a refinery town, mostly labor. And my dad was an insurance guy, sales guy. He was a business guy, you know. My grandfather was a gambler, and he basically, my mom's dad was kind of lived on the dark side. He never had papers to live in the U.S., so he had to just kind of do what he had to do to get by. My mom wasn't educated. My dad was, whatever that means. My dad died when I was 10. He was only 52 years old, which is really young, you know. You don't know that when you're growing up, but man, 52 is a young age to die. 5 kids. We grew up on just like saving. The whole concept was save. Now I showed you all those cars this morning because I want to share something with you. I always told my mom, I said, Mom, why can't we see how other people are living? Because she thought the rich people were kind of bad, like the doctor. I mean, it was just a message about it's out of reach. It's not going to make you happy. Don't set that expectation. Rich people aren't happier than we are. Be grateful for what you have. You know, all that messaging. By the way, I'm doing a documentary about how we were programmed to think small, and I'd love your comments on it. How were you programmed to think about cars, money, houses, rich people, yachts, you know, private aviation? Did anybody even show you? This is something that is like really I've been intrigued by my whole life. Why don't the rich people show you behind the scenes? Now I'm starting to find out why. You know, because the moment I do this video, somebody's going to crack on me, or at least try to crack on me, about how I'm showing off. Or, oh man, you could have, what you paid that car, you could have given money to charity. Okay, like there's so many judgments on it that I think that's why people that make it kind of go underground and just start hanging out with themselves. It's like, see Steve Jobs hanging out with Warren, you know, not Steve Jobs, Steve's not hanging out with anybody anymore, but Warren's hanging out with Bill, Bill's hanging out with Carlos is hanging, look, all the rich people, for a number of reasons I'm sure, they're super wealthy. You don't really get to see behind the scenes. You don't get to see how they're living. This has probably been going on for thousands of years, since the time of rulers and kings and queens had their little tight court, and the common people, the everyday people, didn't get to see what was really going on behind the scenes because it was probably freaking crazy. Or maybe it's because it made the common, my man, come on brother, good to see you guys, made the everyday people, my buddies right there, both of those dudes love me like brothers, like a brother, because the common people get angry because the curtains are closed. And so the everyday people, me and you, You probably say, oh, well, you're not an everyday person. Oh, yes, I am. I'm an everyday person. I'm an everyday guy. I'm a roll up my sleeves kind of guy. Look, I don't even have my damn sleeves rolled up right now. I don't speak perfect grammar. Don't try to. I'm done trying to impress anybody. But I do want to inspire people. I want to inspire you. So it's been my mission. My mission has been, like, if I make it one day, I'm going to show you guys behind the scenes. You get to see my wife, my kids, how we conduct ourselves, when we go on trips, when I'm on business, when I'm at home. I want to show people what it's like to make it, okay? I'm not showing you all the cars and stuff and the planes and to like say, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm saying, hey man, nobody does this. This is my strategic, literally my mission. My strategic mission is to show you everyday people, whether you live in Africa or America, Venezuela, or you live in Venice Beach, California. Okay, look, there's broke people in both those places. There's hopeful people in both those places. Men, women, kids, I don't care your age, your sex, your sexual preferences. You're doing drugs, not doing drugs, you believe in them or not, you're a Republican, a Democrat, you're a capitalist or a communist. My mission is not political. My mission is to like help people see that what is possible, right? You know, I just walked away from that Phantom's 500,000 or 600,000, maybe 650. The Dawn's the name of that Rolls Royce. Okay, there was two of those down there, two race, a couple Lamborghinis, about 7 or 8 Range Rovers. Man, I'm like, what are these people doing? How do these people make all this money? That's one question you could ask. How do these people make all this money? Another question to ask is, and how much money is available on this planet? And a third question would be, not what these people are doing, what do all these people have in common? Okay, I'm not talking about the pretenders. I'm not talking about the people just showing off with their fancy cars. The guy with one Lambo, and that's his only car. He's a single dude, and he's trying to impress chicks. Which, by the way, if you're a chick, and his only car is a 2-seater, that shouldn't impress you. It should freaking terrify you. At least now you know he's a pretender. Nobody would have a 2-seater as their only driver. Let me get this belt on. So look, my name's Grant Cardone. If you don't know who I am, maybe you're just running into this channel for the first time. I'd love to hear your comments. What were you taught about money? What were you programmed about money? What did your family tell you, either overtly or covertly, about rich people? They good, they bad, they evil, they terrible, they're generous, they're angry, they're hateful, what did they tell you? Okay, I'm gonna do this documentary. I'd love your feedback and your input. I'd love to know what you need help with. Anything I can do to help you think different, to deprogram what maybe is keeping you from having what you deserve. I know my whole life, all I wanted was to have enough to take care of my family. And I knew, because of what happened to me young, early on, I knew that it had to be a lot, because what my family had, which was more than most, that's what my mom told me, you have more than most, we have more than most, be grateful. I just knew the amount that allows you to just be grateful from personal experience. I learned at 10 years old wasn't enough, because I saw my mom in terror every day. And I couldn't do anything about it, and I wanted to do something about it. So look, if you're one of those people that wants to do something about your family's financial condition, more importantly, their freedom and their choices. If you're a guy or a gal out there, like, I want to be a good example for my community or my family or my mom or my dad. Like, you got the ache inside of you that's like, I got to make a difference. You know, I got to make a difference. I've wanted to make a difference my whole life. Unfortunately, from 15 to 25, all I did was make a difference for the worse. And then one day I finally got all sorted out, and I said, hey, now I want to make a difference for the better. So look, I hope this finds you well. If not, if it doesn't find you where you want to be, but you're all right. You're doing all right. Or maybe you're in a terrible place right now. Maybe you're freaking busted in every way. I've been there. Bankrupt. Spiritually, financially. The finances were the least of the problems when I was most bankrupt. Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, saying the wrong things to myself, hanging with the wrong people. I didn't have any place like this to get information from. If that's where you are, or you're in the middle ground right now. You're in purgatory, middle class hell. Just enough to be grateful, not enough to do anything. I want to help you, okay? So grab the link. I'm going to give you my little book, the Millionaire Booklet. Okay, this book has been a game changer for a lot of people. Called the Millionaire Booklet. I'll ship this to you, okay? I tell you what, I'll give it to you. You pay for the shipping, and I'll ship. You pay for the shipping, and I'll give it to you. It's called the Millionaire Booklet. I want to get 1 million of these circulating on planet Earth to prove to people, and it don't have to be 700 pages to make you financially intelligent, okay? I want to help you get your money right. I do not want to get a ticket for this video. Please follow, subscribe to the channel, post in comments, again, what you were taught about money, what you were taught about finances, what you were taught about rich people. I look forward to your comments. I look forward to helping you. And when you get the Millionaire Booklet, do me a favor, read it as fast as you can. It takes about 30 minutes, and then share it with somebody else, all right? Tell somebody else about it. God bless, be great, and never settle. It just don't work, and it don't feel good. I gotta get those lights back on though, man. That ceiling's beautiful.